Hello everyone, good morning. Is my voice audible to all of you? Okay. Okay, everybody. So now our plan is to basically talk about how the Angular application is going to connect with your backend Spring application. That is what exactly our plan is. So are we all good to go now? Everybody, please confirm. Are you good to go now? Because we would like to go ahead and implementing the same logic. Because we know it very well that we have learned a lot about our previous project. It's time to experience that development where the front end can communicate with our backend because we have already developed a lot. Okay. Now, in case if I want to send any data to our backend, how will I be doing this now? Okay. So, what do you think? From where we need to start up now? Can you help me from where we need to start? Any idea? Okay, let's open the VS Code, but I'm sure that you have not forgotten the previous learning in our Angular. So all you remember everything. Yeah. So start working with your Visual Studio Code. Okay, let me open up my. So we are talking about our what to say Angular application which needs to connect with your backend. That's what the whole idea. Okay, so I want when the registration happens, so the user can connect with your backend and share the complete details from the front end to backend and vice versa. That's what the whole idea. So backend, okay, which is nothing but a call uh, Spring Boot based application will expose the URL to you and let our front end communicate with the proper channel. Okay, so what are the options will be available and how will I be connecting it? This is a whole idea I'll be discussing with all of you now. So in step number one, what I need is I need to have a complete registration page to be get ready. Okay, and in registration page, I require you to all have the page which is a type of, okay, tell me one thing, which type of registration form you would like to go ahead with? Template driven form or data driven form? Come on everyone. Aliapan, Ravindra, Saket, everyone. Which type of form you would like to go ahead with? Template driven or data driven? Yes, everyone. I'm asking your choice. What do you think? Okay. Ravindra Singh, data driven. What about others? Saket? Okay, cool. In fact, data driven is also my choice too, because that gives you more better control and organized system. Okay. So when I will be talking about like in page, so let me try to run this example first. You see, like here, we have a got user details, we have a call registration. So we have a call registration form. So I think we can develop this here in the registration page only. Okay, so I have a call reactive forms with me. Okay, so we have this reactive forms with me. And this reactive forms, you can see we have got some set of contents. Okay, where we had a call email, we talk about validations. And so this form which we have it right now, I copy it and paste it in my registration. Okay, and whatever I have it, and so we have this with us. So okay, so we can have this registration form is ready with us. So this form is ready with me. I want you to get yourself ready for this registration form and let me know. Okay, so I just want to tell you what we did earlier was like We have a normal HTML component with me, if you remember, which is your HTML. These are the form inputs we have it now, like in form ng submit add user and everything we had. Okay, like in form group. So we all have these details with us. Okay, and behind the scene we have a called component in which we have implements, you know, normal, and we have got these forms with us. We have taken uname, email, city, and password. Create form. These are details are there. Okay, Ravindra, I can share the code, but I don't want that you copy and paste. Is that okay with you? Yeah, you have to be honest. Within a 2 minutes, if you say yes, I am done, it's a simple meaning is like you have simply copy and paste. So take your time, finish your code, and let me know because it is a matter of practice, not a matter of sharing the code. Okay, so take this opportunity and go ahead. Yes, very much, Sanket. Because we Spring Boot components will be most of us for us will be ready only. Okay, let us know once you're ready. Yes, have you all initiated? Please confirm. Sanket, Ravindra, Laksh, Kaliappan, have you all initiated? Barnali, Tanisha, Abhi, Akansha, have you all initiated the task which I've given? Please everybody confirm. Have you all initiated this development of this form? Sanket, what is the status? Ravindra, is my voice audible to all of you? Okay. So once your form started working, do let me know, please. Friends, our next step will be like in a similar pattern. We have to basically have a service which will be further communicating with my backend. Okay. So you remember like we had this options with us earlier that is called add user to DB. You remember this statement? Everybody, you remember about this statement add user to DB? We had it. This add user to DB through which we were communicating it earlier, okay, was helping us to create the single source to connect with my backend applications. So we talk about like an as user to DB and we were connecting with this. So here in to offer few important things. And what's that? Everybody, what's that? Which will be the main URL or the base URL through which we are basically trying to communicate. Remember this step. Okay. So here you remember like we have got this line with us. Okay. This line I may get replaced to what? We need to understand which port number or which services my project is running right now. So if I open up my Eclipse right now, If I see somewhere behind the scene, I had got this NACIT Spring Boot. Let's see, we had some MVCDB, which was having some database related connections. Controller, we have a call app controller, we have a call REST controller, main app login valid, find user. We also had register, where we had registered our users also. Okay, so let me check. That was login part. That was the registration part. Let me check. Post mapping register. So we had this statement with us request parent. So we need to confirm accordingly what are the users we had it in my backend. So we were talking about like a register, string register name. How many properties we have it in the front end at the same time? We had a call name, we call uname, email, and city. If I just confirm uname, email, and city. Okay, let me go back and make it uname, email, uname, email, and city. So three properties we're taking it here. So name, so name, email, and city. So service dot add users and say is registered. But what is there in my service behind the scene? Let me check. So you're calling add user, which was saving this in my repository. Yeah, perfectly fine. But we also would like to collect the data right over here. Confirm whether the records are coming properly here or not. So we say users before I get into the database. Okay, and most important thing, if you are expecting some data to be received from the backend, one important thing you need to remember here, below this REST controller, everyone, you have to use one very special annotation called @cross origin. Can you see this cross origin? Everybody. So this cross origin will help you to any third party application to communicate. And which URL you would like to make it? I'm saying origins equal to, now here you have to put, okay, 4200. That means this particular URL is allowed. Okay, so this you should not forget. That is very, very important. And the URL we have is called what? Main app. Okay, slash main app slash register. Okay, main app slash register. This is where you would like to make it. So here, remember, this would be my URL on which I'll be communicating through. Guys, are you getting it? So this is how you'll be communicating through. So in my user data.service.ts, you make sure that you provide this area. Okay. And this service, you'll be injecting it where? In a register.component.ts name called dbdata.service.ts. So let me see if it is added in my app module. Yeah, DB service is added already. So use services, DB service. It contains add user to DB. Let me add it here in my constructor. Yes, it is there right now. DBS colon database service. And here in my add user, we will say DBS dot add user to DB. And what I'll be passing now here, I'll be passing this my form. My form dot value. Okay. At the same time, I'll be going back to my db.service.ts where we are saying add user to DB. We can also say log just to confirm whether the records are coming properly or not. Okay, so that's what the changes were required. So I'm sure that should work. But before I make it, I just want to make sure that this service is running first. And I see if the port number is 8080 only. Yeah, it'll be 8080 for sure. Okay, so let me check my controller, rest controller. So let me launch this application. Okay, so it's all set. And it is having this properties ready with. So localhost 4200 is connecting. Okay, and let's check, inspect. Let me clear my console. Here also, okay, and adding this. Error, okay. Status, okay until false. It is saying an IoT fault was resolved. Fine. So we had a call select star from user. There was no record was added yet. Okay. So using dot subscribe dot data, you need to understand here in your Angular app, the values have been printed. This saying HTTP localhost 8080 error response header status text okay. Okay. So let's check here. So it is saying core.js error HTTP response course HTTP header status 400. Let's check here. This says request parameter uname for method parameter type string is not present. Okay, what is saying? Uname for method parameter type string is not present. Uname it is saying. So let's check here. In our model, we have a name, email, password, and city. Let's check it out here. It's saying required request parameter uname for a method parameter type string is not present here. So here we check in my register component, in my .ts, we have a call uname. So what I do for a change, because it is saying the uname is not present, so we are sending the data in the form of uname only. So what I'll be doing now here, the data what is being shown, it is sent in the form of uname, because in a backend if I see service, we're just sending the user data. It doesn't know about how it is. So in our register.component.html, if you remember, we have called form control name equal to uname. That's what it is not able to understand. Okay, so we'll be taking it as a what type? Name. Okay, it is a name, but it is saying like behind the scene. It may not be. Let's take as a name. Okay, so we are having this different names now. Okay, so we do not have that name. So let's check once again. Okay, false. And here it is saying resolved union for method parameter type string is not present. So it is changed to what name here. Okay, and save it. Because it could not found this name, no? That's why. So let's get stopped. Let's send it again. Let's say completed in 1 second. That's all. So, okay, so it is having some issue. It is saying request parameter name for the method parameter string is not present. Okay, so it is expecting to pass the data in the form of what name, which is expecting is a type of what name here. Clear? It is saying like the name could not be found because somewhere down the line, this is expecting you to have name, email, city. Are you clear now? So this object, because we are basically sending the data from the front end to back end. Please try to understand. Okay, Banari, because the data what we are sending it has to be have the same name the way we are passing it from our backend. That is more important. Okay, so the URLs from the front end and the backend must be because when you will send in the JSON data, because from front end you are sending the JSON data. Okay, so this JSON data will be matched against what data we have it, and accordingly it will go and communicate. So it will fetch the data with the name of key and value pair. So it will get to know whether which value contains what name. Okay, so this is what my db service.ts add user to db console.log. We're talking about like in post data. We're sending this user data right now here. So user data will contains what? The complete URL, the one which you're sending it. Okay. So just try this out at your level and check if it is working, because I'm sure it will be working for you. Do not forget, here we need to put what? Cross origin and the name of this function in a register. Public string register user request param name. Okay, request param email and city. So we are talking about name, email, and what? City from there. Okay. Check and let me know, please. We can also do one more important thing in the same example. Let's check one more special feature and check whether we can eliminate these properties or not. What we can do is this request params, we remove it. I copy this here. What I do is I just try to comment this. Okay, here what we do is we just remove the complete details whichever we are getting it now. Okay, we are rather using at the rate request body. Okay, type of what? Type of, I would say the employee which we have it, that is called type of users. Okay, and what I'll be doing it now, when we are saying like users equal to this users, let me try to comment this. I really don't need this. And behind the scene, we have a called app service. As an app service, add user, it is saying it is taking user as an object. So what I'll be doing here is service dot add users users. So directly we are adding users rather than adding it over there. Okay, let's check with this statement. Okay, let me try to clear. Check it out again. Awesome. The request has been stored, and let's check into my database. Awesome, guys. Congratulations, your records has been inserted. So Bernali, what you said, I made it in a separate, in a same way. Okay, rather than using this independently, what we did was here, we use it as a what as a request body. So you really don't need to remember about how many parameters you're passing it. It'll just match with the same name. Okay. So your front end to back end connectivity is working perfectly fine. Are you clear, Bernali? Saket, Ravindra, like Kaliappan, everybody, are you all clear? Come on, everybody. Are you clear now? So your front end to the back end data has been successfully received. So we have used this statement called request body. So you really don't need to remember about the exact URLs because ultimately I'm getting the JSON data. So I can use request body instead. Can you please check and let me know if it is working? Yes, certainly, Barnali, we can do that. Because annotation needs to be configured no matter in which location it is written. Okay, guys, please make it and confirm if it is also working at your level too. Please confirm. Waiting for all of you. Please confirm if it is working fine.
Sultan Valley.
Ariappan, please tell what is the status of yours. If it is working, do not forget to type done in a chat window. Sanket, Ravindra, Banali, please confirm about the status of the code if it is working fine for all. I'm waiting for all of you guys. Please confirm about your status so accordingly we can help us. Ariappan, have you initiated? What is the status? Please let me know. Sanket, please help me with your updates. In case of any issue, Kaliapan, Banali, and others, please help us. I can help you to get it over in case if you're facing any challenge. But please try to make it and let me know. Friends, I'm waiting for your updates. Please let me know. If you need any help, you can make yourself presentator. I would be more happy to help you. Please let us know about the updates. If you stuck somewhere, we can get help you to get it out. Friends, please help me with the confirmation. What is the status right now? Sanket, we have added this cross origin in a REST controller. In a REST controller, we've added it. On the top, you see this here in your, 1 second, in your app controller, I think. Yeah, you see like here we've added cross origin. Okay. Yes, do you people need any help? Banali, may I know about the status? Kaliappan, can you help me with your updates? Sanket, anything? Yogesh, Ravindra, may I know what is going on? If you need any help, do let me know, please. Which location, Kaliappan, you're getting error? Can you just let me know about the error? Do you want me to share the code? Because I have already shared the code, Kaliappan, in a program. I've already shared the code in a TS part. Can I share my service also? I reshare the code again. Just check once again. No, I have shared already, Kaliappan. If you see, the code has already been shared. However, you see, the code has already been shared in a code share. See, the code has already been shared. But let me reshare it again. This is for your TS file. This is for database. Okay. And this is for HTML. I'm resharing it again in the same code share. If you want, I can share the link also. Check this out again. Please confirm if it is working fine now. Can you share your screen, Kaliappan? My form colon form group. Okay. Go up. Go up. Form controls validator. Take your cursor on my form. Did you copy and paste my code or it is how? Okay. Just wait. Export. Just save your file. Can you show me this version of Angular? Save your file first. I think one file is unsaved. Go to the file menu and say save all. Show me the Angular version in package.json. Yeah, the version is actually 12. The reason because of that only the error may be coming up. But earlier it was working fine for you. Last time when we worked on this, okay, take your cursor on my form. Hmm, Just try to run the code. Just try to run the code. Just say npm space start ng sir whatever. It is saying unauthorized access. The problem is different, not about the current because of this. The problem may be different because of this. Could you please try to run from your external command prompt? Open your external command prompt and from there you try to run. Go inside the same folder. Say D colon. No, no, no. Just say D colon. Don't say C. Just say D colon. D and say colon. Enter. Yeah. Now you say NG sir. Wait. See, now it is going on. Never use internal terminal, Kaliappan, or VS Code editor. That's why I always recommend. Always use external terminal. Wait, let it happen. Take a second. At least it started showing some exception. Go back. Just say after line number uh, after my form, just say colon any. No. Before colon, just say colon any, colon any of type what? Put semicolon and check. Come down. Press enter after this semicolon. Now you say my form colon form group. I think your version is actually getting mismatched. Because of that, this is issue is coming up. Your CLI version is different. That's the main issue. Because the version which you've used, that is a 12 version, and due to that, this TypeScript issue is coming up. Okay, so that's why. So what you need to do, you have to basically reduce the TypeScript version and do it accordingly. Okay, so what you can do, you can download the appropriate version of CLI. So just open your browser and go back, open the new tab and say Angular CLI. Type Angular CLI version 10. Angular CLI version 10. Hmm. Hmm. It is, see the version, go to the dependencies. No, right hand side. Can you see this 413 dependencies? Yeah, come down and go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. There's a versions also, very right hand side on the top. Right hand side, versions. Come down. Yeah, 10.2.3 should be the version of his CLI. So next time we'll be creating a project, okay, using ng new. So we'll be having that. Okay, so I will be expecting like this. You will be covering, finishing it, but by today. So you can spend time by today by making it. So tomorrow, when I'll be seeing you back, I would be expecting your project to be get created. Is that okay? Everyone, all good then? Banali, Ravindra, Saket, Tanisha, Yogesh, Manmohan, everybody, all okay for the day then? Okay, so make sure in case of you're getting any error, fix this and let me know by tomorrow. to make it ahead. Okay, so please make sure that your code is working fine, because I showed the complete working example right in front of you. Okay, so thank you very much, friends, for joining. We'll see you back again tomorrow to finish it off and offer you something more on the top of this. Okay, thank you and have a great day to all of you.